What if a child looked you straight into the eyes and they are intensely telling you the truth? And you see their eyes wide, their cheeks flush, and they're breathing fast like they've just run a race. But in that moment, they're straight up lying to your face. And your body knows it too. Your chest tightens, your blood pressure rises, your brain starts to glitch as you think, this has to stop right now. So, what's your next move? Punish? Cross-examine? Maybe even power up? And this is an experience that many, if not most of us, have had at some point in our adult lives. And for me, a dad, an educator for more than 30 years, let me tell you, I've been there more times than I can even count. But what if this isn't defiance or disrespect? What if what you're actually seeing is survival? And what if the storm that child is trying to survive is you? Because every child, whether they say it out loud or not, are constantly asking one urgent question. Am I safe with you? Now, I was reminded of this by a 10-year-old student we'll call Leo. Leo is in my special education math class, and one day from across the room, I start hearing the faint sound of people screaming. And then I hear this loud crash. I look over and I see Leo staring right at his laptop screen with that familiar smirk on his face. Leo, what you working on? My math. Suspicious. I walk over and take a peek at his laptop screen right as he's changing tabs, and I see YouTube, top 10 epic fails. That's not math, Leo, that's YouTube. No, it's not. Leo, I can see the tab right there. And now I'm just going to give you one last chance to tell me the truth. All of a sudden, Leo's jaw sets, his shoulders square, his fists clench, and his body starts to coil like a spring. And he shouts, I'm not lying! His voice cracks. Part anger, but part fear. And he looks like he's getting ready to fight me because Leo's nervous system is doing exactly what it's designed to do when facing a threat. And in this case, that threat, it's me. And my question instantly becomes this: will I be his calm instead of his storm? I knew exactly what Leo was feeling because when I was 10, I quickly picked up on the fact that adults like to scold by asking questions that aren't really questions. Things like, did you just roll your eyes at me? Or, do you think this is funny? And like Leo, I mastered the art of survival. So Leo wasn't lying just to push my buttons. No, Leo was lying because his brain was telling him it's not safe to tell the truth. It wasn't defiance. It was defense, and it wasn't manipulation. For Leo, it was a matter of life or death. Because Leo and all of us have this emotional center in our brain called the amygdala that acts like a smoke detector and a fire alarm. And when it goes off in times of stress or perceived threat, the main thinking part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex, gets overwhelmed. And so our reactions become more driven by emotion than logic. And if our big emotional storm front collides with a child's big emotional storm front, let me tell you, you're only going to get the mass destruction of a Category 5 hurricane. Which is why I said to Leo, even though inside I was thinking something else, I did not say, Leo, stop lying to me. I'm so sick of this. You know, that's YouTube right there. Just get up, get out, and go to the principal's office. You see it. My nervous system is escalated. My face is sharp. My voice is loud. My body is tense. But instead, took a breath, softened my face, untensed my body, crouched down a little, and with a calm voice said, "Hey, buddy, I can see you're feeling really tense right now, and so am I. How about we just take a breather outside for a few minutes, because I think that's going to help both of us." Same kid, same situation, totally different nervous system response. One would have only escalated the storm into a hurricane, but the other created a sense of safety that could be felt and not faked. So my experience and expertise has taught me that in these moments, we need a plan. But before we get to the plan, let's get real. When you're a teacher in an overcrowded and under-resourced classroom with daily behavior challenges, or you're a single parent who's just gotten off a grueling 14-hour shift, or your nervous system is simply fried by the constant meltdowns and the daily battles, calm can seem like a luxury you simply cannot afford. So I'm not going to pretend that the pressures don't exist. But what I am going to do is give you a lifeline, an anchor in the midst of the storm from what I created called the Rewire the Response framework that pivots on 4 moves that I teach at CALM, C-A-L-M. C, center. Take a breath and regulate your nervous system first. A, affirm. Name the storm you see right in front of you with empathy, not judgment. L, lead. Lead with connection, not control. And M, meet their nervous system need. And you may think, but what if I don't know what their nervous system needs in the moment? Well, if you just keep showing up with authentic trust and respect, I guarantee you'll figure it out together. Because that's how bridges are built between stormy chaos and safe calm, with compassion, connection, and co-regulation. And calm is a proven and practical nervous system reset for all children, especially those with deep traumatic histories or who are neurodivergent and just need that extra time and support. Harvard Center on the Developing Child has shown this. Repeated harsh reactions from adults trigger lasting toxic stress in children and produce 0 positive outcomes. But when we rewire our response with calm, a child's ability to learn to regulate happens in a matter of weeks, not years. And it's not just one student or classroom. A school district in Massachusetts trained over 200 staff members how to be the calm instead of the storm. And they saw office referrals drop nearly 80% and school suspensions lower to 40%. And that was all just in 1 year. Because when adults stop being the storm that children have to survive, classrooms, schools, districts, homes, workplaces, and communities start to transform. Which is why I committed over the long haul to be Leo, C-A-L-M. And I kept having to center myself, affirm what I saw, lead with connection, and meet his nervous system needs. And over time, Leo stopped feeling like he needed to survive me. And he started to truly thrive at school and at home. In fact, his caregiver, his grandmother, shared that she had been seeing a huge difference in Leo at home because he was feeling seen, safe, and supported. And then she told me this, that Leo's early childhood had been ravaged by storms. But our choosing to be his calm was literally changing his life. So, the next time you see a child acting out, stop and remember CALM. And you will be the question to their most urgent, you will be the answer to their most urgent question, am I safe with you? Thank you.